Okay. Okay. First of all, I want to thank you, Humberto, for being here today and joining me for this interview. I am Linda Beresford with Becoming Linda, and I'm interviewing Humberto Rojas with the Orangewood Foundation. So I'm going to ask you 10 questions. We have 10 minutes or less to do it. I've got my little egg timer right here, so I'm going to keep it under the 10 minutes. Okay, so here we go. First question. First and foremost, what is the Orangewood Foundation?
Orangewood Foundation is a nonprofit organization in Orange County that has been around for over 30 years. And their mission is to support, foster, and community youth that reach their greatest potential with 4 core programs, which is education, life skills and employment, health and wellness, and housing. And we serve over 2,000 youth every year.
Unbelievable. Okay. And you are the community engagement manager. So what exactly is your role?
So my role is to support the organization within two programs, donations and people that want to volunteer. So I'm their point of contact. The title community engagement is to engage our community within those 2 programs. As you're aware, donations and volunteers are very important for organization that we rely on because our clients need things like hygiene and groceries, or on a case-by-case headphones, and volunteers, you name it. As a nonprofit, we have our staff, of course, our case managers and our admin, but we rely on volunteers to support anything from doing a meal, possibly a youth or a fundraising event.
Okay, got it. Okay. So I was looking through your website and I was watching the video about Angel, which really, really struck me. And something that it's the story about his journey basically from homelessness and drug abuse into getting a job and becoming sober. And in it, I believe her name is Lisa, talks about how at Orangewood, whoever you're working with, you basically meet them where they are. So if they're low, then you will meet them where they are, which I think is so unique. But can you just kind of elaborate on that a little bit more? Like, what has been your experience with around that?
Yeah, no, definitely. Angel is definitely a familiar face. I've been with Orangewood for 3 years, so when I started, he was coming around. And the thing with our clients in general is that, like Angel said, and Lisa, we meet them where they're at. We meet them where they're at because our youth, I kind of, when I share a story, is like, I feel like it's like a roller coaster. Our clients are, up and down in that roller coaster. And one day they're going up and they're doing really, really well. But then they hit downhill and, they have a bump or a challenge, or I lost my job, yeah, or I landed back in or substance abuse, right? Yeah. So that's really where our case managers like Lisa come into support and really just guide them and tell them, okay, well, you fell today. How can we help you get up?
Right.
What are you going to do to keep that job? Because we are here to help them and support them in whatever we can. So the goal is that we do it one day at a time, but that they take control.
I like that. I think that's so unique to Orangewood, because a lot of times places will have a program and you have to fit into that program. In your case, you meet each individual where they are. Yep. So, okay. So what are some of the ways Orangewood has been affected by COVID? I mean, we've all been affected, but how has it mostly impacted you?
COVID definitely has made an impact. If it affected you and I, it definitely affected our clients double or more, because if they were struggling before, COVID just made it harder for them. It made it harder from that job that they had, or bringing in their groceries or paying their bills. It just really struck our clients in all ways possible. As an organization, we have remained open with core hours 10 to 2, Monday through Friday. And we really our goal is that we obviously are following the guidelines by the state and the health department to keeping our masks, which I have right here. Mm-hmm. And of course, our distance, but really telling our clients, if you don't need to come today, don't come.
Okay.
Come only when you need to come to get groceries, get hygiene, or look or get support, look for resources, or talk to the case manager. But a lot of our youth are literally just taking it day by day, as you and I are, and hoping for the best. But as an organization, our needs drastically went up from groceries because, as you were aware, essentials like toilet paper
Oh,
and
God.
cleaning supplies were running out, and our clients needed that. So
Right.
my part of my role was to get those items in, and anything in. I think COVID went in waves as well for our clients. There
Yeah.
was times that our clients were asking for arts and crafts. They were asking for pots and pans and cookbooks. They were asking for anything that for them to stay busy, because I I myself, I at times when I'm home, I'm like, okay, I haven't been home for a while, and work has allowed me to be home, but I could just imagine how hard it is for our clients.
Yeah. Okay. You touched on the four areas that Orangewood focuses on: health and wellness, housing, life skills and employment, and education. Is there a higher need in one area than another? I mean, I know the need is in all areas, but where do you see the biggest need, I guess, if you do?
Specifically to our clients.
Well, in those four areas, what's the biggest? Is there a certain area that you really see the biggest need?
Yeah, no, great question. I think they're all equally balanced, just because, again, housing. Our goal is to house our clients in our housing program, but we have obviously limited space, so we give referrals to our clients to, hey, reach out to this organization. Education, as you're aware, opens a lot of windows. So we tell our clients like, hey, yes, we're going virtual. Here's your pencils. Here's your notebook. You still have to do homework some way, somehow.
Right.
We tell our clients, if you go to school, we will support your education if you're in foster care system.
Yeah.
At the same time, with the health and wellness, that's really a big, I say like a big program with a lot of little supports, because it could be a therapy, that our clients might need support or professional help. It could be anything from a referral to another organization that could help them with their substance abuse. Or it could be as simple as like, I need to talk to my case manager about stress.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's really a case by case. And then of course the life skills and employment. Who doesn't benefit from a financial literacy reminder? I myself, at times, I'm like, okay, I need to budget myself, and it's just things that our clients need help with. So same thing with getting a job. A lot of our clients lost their jobs with COVID, but
Right.
then now COVID getting clear and open, hopefully soon, they're getting ready to apply for new jobs and hopefully get back on their feet and on the road to become independent and hopefully reach their greatest potential. So really, to answer your question, I think the need is through all four of our
Right.
programs equally.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I have been reading more and more in the news about human trafficking and
Mm.
sex trafficking, and I'm wondering are you seeing an increase in that at Orangewood? Or is it am I just more aware of it now, or is it seem to be a
Yeah,
bigger deal?
that's a great question. And as you came across that information at orangewoodfoundation.org, you read a lot about our human trafficking program. It's a program that in the last couple of years, Orangewood opened to support this population, because human trafficking is happening everywhere in Orange County. It's happening, down the street. It's happening in South County, North County, central of the county. And as an organization, we decided to open a program to support human trafficking, sex trafficking, just because our clients that we are supporting in this program, they're very vulnerable, but they're very emotionally, physically, mentally abused, and we're here to support them. We have a drop-in center that is called Project Choice. We also have our Lighthouse program, which is under our housing, where we support them. We have case managers that are helping them 24/7, and they're really helping them with the trauma, because as you're aware, sex, human trafficking, someone controlled them. Someone used to make
Yeah.
decisions for them. Someone manipulated them. And as a case manager, we're trying to heal and rebuild them. And our program is designated to guide them and it goes to our health and wellness program.
Yeah.
Let's get them that professional help, that therapy. Let's do an arts and crafts activity, or let's go shopping, because a lot of our clients in our human trafficking program, they don't have decision making really well. They struggle with that. So our case managers could be like, let's go to Target, buy whatever you want, you get whatever you want. So it's definitely a program that is new in the last couple of years to Orangewood, and we are just here to bring more awareness of that. And not besides awareness and educating our community, the goal is to help our victims that are part of this unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah, I think it's so important to spread the awareness, because I think a lot of people do not realize it's in our backyards, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to combine two questions, which is, what do you like the most about your job, and what is hardest about your job?
Great questions. I think what I like about my job, I think, is really just making an impact to our clients by connecting with amazing people like you to spread awareness and really meeting people that want to help, because our clients, they really need help, and I grew up in a very supportive and stable and home environment, and a lot of our clients didn't have that. So it grounds me coming to work, but it reminds me of how lucky I was to have a support system and a family to really guide me through my my childhood and my adulthood, and now my professional career.
Yep.
And I think every day that I come, I just feel like it's a reminder that we are here to help people, and it's all thanks to a community effort. And the best part of my job is when I don't interact with a lot of clients, but like you said, Angel, I saw him at his most vulnerable stage, and then I saw him grow. I saw him be stable and successful. And I think that's just a rewarding part. And like, if I get a donation of headphones, and someone wanted headphones and they say, thank you so much, I saved $10 or $20, that could have been a gas tank for me. And you just helped me with that. And I think the hardest, I would say, to be honest, there's not really a hard moment for me. I never really difficult. I think for me, if anything, it's all positive and it's all very rewarding, and I enjoy everything about my role.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay. Last question. So I believe that what you are doing is changing the world, one youth at a time, one day at a time, one case at a time. And I'm sure some days are better than others. And like you said, it's like a roller coaster, but how does that make you feel to know that you are changing the world?
It's very rewarding. I'm going to be honest, because I remember growing up in high school, there was that classmate that, I remember hearing or seeing like, hey, he doesn't have a pencil, or he doesn't have a pen or a notebook. And I remember in one of my classes in high school, I was like, oh, here's, just have my notebook paper. Like, I have more at home. And I realized that that person always needed something. And one day I was just like, do you need help with anything? Like, I don't mind giving you and sharing with whatever I have. And it turned out that his family was going through a homeless stage in their life. They were struggling financially. And I think I realized that you always have to help someone. And little by little, we all make an effort as a community. But it's very rewarding to know that my job is to bring volunteers and donations, knowing that it's going to help someone in a very difficult time. And it just always reminds me of that class in high school, of that friend that I still talk to, and we still talk to this day. And he's like, I will never forget when you shared that pencil with me. Yeah. I didn't have money to buy pencils that are so inexpensive, but I shared with him, I'm like, I guess it was meant to be that you and I sat in that class next to each other, because we're still friends today.
Yeah, the littlest thing can make a difference, the littlest thing. So, well, thank you so much for everything that you do. I think it's really amazing, and I appreciate you taking the time to answer my questions. I went way over my 10 minutes, but that's okay. I'm learning, and it was important, so that's okay. But thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and stay safe and healthy, and appreciate you